all you other GoPro users out there, I don't know if your guys do this or not, but some people might say it's because the SD card's full or it's empty or it's not the right one, blah, blah, blah. I've tried multiple different SD cards, and when I go to record, it'll record for a few minutes or 30 seconds or 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just stops recording, and then I don't know what this thing's doing. It's just doing all kinds of funky stuff. I think my voice activation is actually on right now. I think so. I'm talking about the problems that the GoPro's having, and it's listening to me as I'm recording. So here's the boost clamp, or the boost tube clamps. I've bought a bunch of intercooler pipe sets over the years, and they always come with cheap boost tube clamps, and these are lightweight, so it's kind of hard to tell, but we'll tell the quality when we get them onto the truck. Here's the boots. These boots are actually pretty thick. They're pretty, I don't know if you can tell there. They're pretty thick. They're durable. I'd bought in one set one time, and it felt like it was, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. They were super chintzy, and they were thin. You could tell. This is the one coming off the turbo here. This one. These are both coming off the intercooler side, going to the lower part of the pipe. And then this one here is the one coming off the horn up to the top part, pipe. I can't speak today, guys. I've been sick. Don't make fun of me. I'm tired. Might have drank a few too many brews last night too, and it don't help. So this one here is your cold side pipe. Locks into the intercooler on this side, comes up, and then goes over to the intake horn. The powder actually looks really nice on this. That's the other thing too, is that powder, I don't know, I'm really picky when it comes to paint. Their powder coat is actually really good, and this isn't just like a standard, like a gloss black or anything. There's actually like a metallic flake in this too. Kind of, I don't know, you probably can't see anything, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, there's like a little kind of like a purplish tint to it, or not purple, but it's got like a dark brown purplish tint to it somewhere in there. It's kind of hard to explain, but their powder is really nice. And then this is our hot side pipe here. Same thing once again, bottom of the intercooler up into the turbo here. These intercooler pipes can be frustrating sometimes. When I did my non-VGT setup on my last 6.0, that upper tube going into the turbo, that thing sucked to try to get straight after you would do a non-VGT swap. But we're gonna take these out front and start getting them installed. Yeah, we're gonna start here with the hot side pipe. First things first, get yourself one of these outdoor chairs that when you stand on them, they try to do like the nay and the two-step and the Dougie when you're on concrete, because they never stay flat foot. Sometimes it can get sketchy. Got one here. This is actually an aftermarket boot here. Somebody has been in here once. They never did any kind of major work. This truck is basically stock besides this coolant filter and the I guess I could say something major maybe. The old man before me replaced the oil cooler in it, and I think he replaced the lift pump, but other than that, this truck is 100% bone stock bolts, or head bolts. I'm waiting for this thing to go, and then we will do everything we want to do. We got this guy. That's always how that's supposed to go. Go fish. It's my favorite game, especially on trucks. You guys won't have to do this. I don't know who did this or why they did this to hold that pipe back. It's quite the setup they got there. And they got a nut on the bottom of it too. And flop that one off up top here. Go ahead and give yourself a pulling. Now we should be able to pull it. Looks like it got stuck over the... Oh, it's stuck on the fan shroud. Because I didn't take the other boot off. Or the other clamp like I wanted to. Try to get it by with. There it is. God, that thing is a tank. That's what you call a heifer. Just give yourself a look down there. Probably a good time to check everything out. It's weird seeing a 6.0 with fully intact everything here. Alright, so here's SPE Labs. There's factory. I wish I had a scale here that could weigh these right now. I guarantee there's gotta be, I mean, this thing is, there's nothing there. It's crazy in weight difference, but I bet you there's over a pound difference between these. So I'm gonna get this pipe set up. I will end up most likely powder coating these the tan color on the truck. I kind of want to do that as an accent on this one. Last truck I did purple. So I figured before I put everything on, I'll show you guys the entire kit here out in the open. You have two smaller ones here. These two smaller ones are going to be for the turbo side of the intercooler pipe, and then I believe the intake horn side, I think it's a little bit smaller. But yeah, this is the entire kit. O-ring for the intake horn, 4 bolts to hold it down, 2 intercooler side boots, top side. That's it. But we're gonna get this guy on right now. I need one of these 2 clamps to get that started, and then probably some hairspray. Alright, this pipe is in. It's actually like 3 days later at this point. This is how things go for me. It takes a while to do one thing. Just quick note here is that on these intercooler side boots, there is 2 different sizes, or each side is different. One side's bigger, so just make sure you do that so you don't fight it trying to get on like I did. I didn't realize that. Pipe's on though. I have to try and hurry this up because it's like 3 days later and it's supposed to rain all day today, and today's the only time I got a chance. I gotta talk to somebody about getting a degas bottle on this thing. I've never seen one do it like this. This thing's all corroded. It's about to bust, and I don't need that. So we are going to pull the intake off and grab the cold side pipe. Intake is out. No up and there's a little up and down, no in and out. A little normal there. So you got that, and then the intercooler pipe. All right, intake is off. Cold side pipe's off. I just disconnected the coolant filter hose going over to the degas bottle. We're gonna clean this intake manifold up and then mount the horn there. Right, and here's 4 screws, the gasket. Make sure you put the gasket underneath the intake horn. Got these 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 under there. Tighten them up. Alright, so we got our boot on down there. Going to snake this off through here. Get your clamp put on down on the bottom. what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm not doing it right now because it's supposed to be raining. These, I've noticed that with a lot of these aftermarket companies out here, these studs are so long here. My one set actually like cut flush and made it look nice, but I'm gonna end up turning these downwards, and then so you can't see them. I don't like the look of that, but yeah, that's what that looks like for now. I need to get this actually over a little bit more. I don't have that much room here for this boot to not slip off, so the end of the horn's here and the end of the pipe's on this side, so I got to work with this, but it's going to rain and I want to get this video finished for these guys. So now I'm going to grab the intake and get that on. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to pull this fitting out with that little tube on it that goes into the intake. That's for your CCV filter. You're going to want to pull that out, and then we'll be messing with that here shortly. For now, what I want to do is get this thing I do this every time, so I'm just going to put it on the turbo, get it set there. It's easier to push into it when it's already up against a flat surface, because then you can tuck this in there after. Alright, so that's in there. And then I'm not pulling that back out, but I got the MAF on. I use the factory screws that go on the factory intake, because the ones that came on the kit were pretty short, so I use these ones. That was a pain. So then plug your MAF in down here. And now we have to, basically what we got to do is they give you, I don't know how much we got here, but you got to kind of size it and then you cut it down. You probably need like 4 inches or something off here. My last truck, I plugged this and then just ran a hose down to the frame, which is what I'll do on this one, but I'm not doing all that right now. So all right, it's raining still. I just wanted to get this thing done. I don't ever have much time to be able to do stuff other than work, come home. So got it on. There's a couple things I'm not happy about right now. I just like these pipe or the boots and the clamps right now, they're not 100% perfect. So I'm going to end up taking all this off and getting it powder coated. These guys were nice enough to send me this product, so I want to record it, put it in, show you guys what it's like. I'll do a little startup clip to see what we can notice of a difference in sound and turbo, or you know, the way the motor sounds itself. But yeah, this is it. The only complaint, and I'm not going to take people's product and then say thank you, it was perfect. I'm going to give you guys honest opinions, so if you spend your money on it, you're happy or you're not happy. This boot right here, I'm not sure if they purposely do this or not, but that thing 100% needs to be trimmed. You probably, if you want it to be 100% perfect, you probably got to take an inch off that. I'd say about an inch somewhere, and then it'll bend and fit right. I had a major problem putting this pipe in, and it wasn't the pipe itself, it's the boot. I thought it was the pipe, maybe it wasn't bent right, but it clears everything fine. You know, people backyard weld these pipes all the time and they get them to fit fine. And it's definitely the boot. So I would, if it wasn't raining and I wasn't in such a hurry, I would take it off and trim it. Again, I'll do it when I powder coat everything. The elbow, the cold side pipe here, that fit fine. It went in like perfect. I was able to snake it straight through and came out good. Intake, no issues there. I got that pipe in, kind of, you know, what did that pipe or that tube on there for now. I have to, like I said, I'm gonna run this down to the frame rail. I don't want it going back in the turbo, but doing it for now. Other than that, honestly, it's for the price. Let me see. So this exact kit right here is $315. I'll put my code up here on the screen. I believe it was 10% off. I had a code with these guys a long time ago, but I think it's different now. You type your email in here, see what you can get. See if you get a little spinny spin. That'll probably tell me I owe them 40 bucks, because that's just how everything goes in my life. Ooh, a little 5 off, I'll take it. But anyway, yeah, they have a lot of stuff on this website. You guys check them out. He said I ran their kit on my Duramax. Duramax one fit fine. They're a couple issues with that one, but they have black, red, and I believe if you get just the intake or just the intercooler kit itself, I believe it comes in chrome. If I wanted to do red, the red would be pretty sweet. I'm not doing red on this truck though. But yeah, they have a chrome one on here. I kind of like that one, so I'll do a little startup real quick. It's gonna be cold, so. Yeah, that's a kit, good kit. Check them out, guys. I think the intercooler pipe itself, I think, is like 140 bucks, and I think, or 160 bucks maybe, and then the intake's like 140 or something. I'm not sure. I think it's about the same price if you buy them separately or together. I don't know if there's much of a price break, but that's it. I'm going inside. I'm going to not be wet anymore. Be sure before you shut your hood you have all of your stuff. I've kinked a few hoods and fenders. I'm leaving wrenches in there. Getting after some little WD-40 there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think they're gonna send me out a couple other parts and then go from there, see what we're gonna do next. We're actually going to UCC, which is May 28th or 29th through this, what is that, the 2nd or the 3rd? I'm not even exactly sure. We're towing the camper there. See how good the 6 blow does. See if I blow a head gasket or 7 on the way there. Might smoke a trans or 2, who knows. I'm gonna put a leveling kit in the truck before we go. I'd like to try to find some wheels and tires for the things, but I have too much other stuff going on in life right now to be spending money on wheels and tires. I can't breathe. I've been sick. My lungs are killing me. Sure what's going on, but I don't feel good at all. So yeah, we're going to UCC. I'm gonna put the leveling kit in the truck here soon. I'm gonna try to take some weight off the engine and hopefully get a tune on it here soon. I don't want to do anything crazy tuning wise until I put injectors in it and blah 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 and turbo and stud it. I want to try to make this thing last as long as I can before I have to do the whole motor situation. It's a low mileage truck. It's only 138,000 on it, and it wasn't beat to crap before I got it, so I want to ride it out and see how long it goes. Do a couple little things over time, but yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for whatever else is coming up. I'm not exactly sure. If you're subscribed, hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up, drop a comment what you think about the kit, or what color I should powder coat everything in the engine bay. Like I said, I want to do the tan. That's it's an Arizona beige, and then I think beige metallic or something is the 2 colors on the truck. But the lighter tan color, I think that's what I want to paint match everything with, you know, if I do frame overlays or something, do the chrome overlays with the tan on the background, or vice versa. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.